Yes, you are.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to In My Mama's Kitchen. I'm Jeff, and this is
Mama, and we're having fun already.
Yes, we are. We've been doing a lot of prep work. We're doing 5 different appetizers for the Super Bowl for Sunday, but we're going to eat them today because we're hungry.
I was going to say, why don't we do this on Sunday when we have the Super Bowl?
Because we want people to have the recipe so they can make them in
so
advance.
they can make it for them. Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, it's already late. We should have had this up
Days ago.
weeks ago.
Yeah, well.
There's a couple of recipes that have been going around TikTok that I've been dying to try. And so we're going to make them. Now, these are normally done in a crock pot, but I'm only doing small batches to try them because I don't want to make a huge batch if we don't like them and let it waste.
Yeah.
And we can always send them over to the neighbors. But the first one that I saw is, now bear with me, don't panic. It's a meatball recipe, but it's with grape jelly and barbecue sauce. Okay, I know. It sounds weird, it looks weird, but everyone online is saying it's delicious, so we're going to try it.
Well, my brother-in-law actually made a brisket once, and
Yes.
all he put on it was, he didn't even use the sauce, he just put the grape jelly on it.
Yeah.
It was delicious, falling apart, delicious. So.
And the other one that I saw was grape jelly and salsa. So we're going to try them. If they
What
don't
does
work,
this go on?
the meatballs.
On the meatballs?
Yes.
Oh.
So we're going to start out.
Grape jelly on meatballs?
Grape jelly and meatballs. Yeah.
Okay, it's like I've always said, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it.
Would you hand me the grape jelly, please? You don't want to use jam. You want to use
Jelly.
jelly.
You're just gonna, what are you gonna do to it?
I'm going to mix up the sauce. And I'll put descriptions down below so you'll have all the exact recipes for this because since we're making it small, you know.
Probably want to double it especially if you're having a lot of,
Take the lid off that for me, please.
if you're having a lot of people over, you're gonna want to double the recipe.
Yeah, and I'm only making like quarter batch
So why are you doing it in 2 pots?
because I'm making 2 different kinds.
Oh, one with salsa, one with, okay.
Correct.
Got it.
And this is just a 18-ounce grape jelly.
There goes my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, please. Like you eat.
I will eat peanut butter and grape jelly.
I will buy you some more.
Okay.
Okay, now I need the barbecue sauce, please. We're using Stubbs. Guys, try
Shake
this
it up
stuff.
good. Yeah.
It is phenomenal.
It's so good. It's not too sweet. If you like a real sweet barbecue sauce, then you want to use Sweet Baby Ray's or make your own. I used to make my own all the time, but this is so good, so why?
Getting a couple of spoons. I did not fully mise en place. So, we're going to mix these 2 up as best as we can. And then I'll do close-ups in just a second before I put the meatballs in. Set that over there. Now this one,
It's supposed to be all stirred up?
as close as you can get it. That grape jelly won't melt until it's cold. Until it's warm.
Okay.
I'm just using about a half cup each of the grape jelly and the barbecue sauce and the grape jelly and the salsa. Now in this one, you're going to add some garlic powder.
Which is that one? That's
This is the one with the salsa. Some onion powder. And I'm just doing about a half teaspoon each.
Ooh, maybe a teaspoon on that one.
And some mustard powder. About a quarter teaspoon on that.
Okay.
Mix these up.
Has it got onions in it?
It's got onion powder. Oh, it's got onions from the salsa.
Oh, okay.
All right, now we're going to turn these on. Just put them on medium. All right, now let me get the camera and I'll show you what these look like before we put the meatballs in.
They're yucky.
They look nasty.
Yeah, they do.
Ew.
Ew.
But that'll all melt down.
Okay. That looks nasty, too.
Okay, now I've just got a small bag of beef and pork meatballs, home style. And yes, my hands are clean. So I'll put a handful in there.
Aren't you going to wait until it gets all together?
No, ma'am.
Really?
You put them all in together so it gives them time to...
Soak it all up?
Uh-huh.
If Billy Jack hadn't have done that with the grape jelly on that marinade, I would think you're crazy. But
Well, I'm
I know
crazy, but that's not what we're talking about
I
right
know
now.
how good that was, so
All right.
that's why I'm inclined to try this. I mean, it looks better already.
Well, I'm having camera difficulties. There we go.
See, you can't stir it because you'll mess up the meatballs.
No, you'll be able to stir it. All right, let me set this back down, and we'll start the second recipe. Because those are going to need to cook for a while.
Okay.
Hold on.
Are we done with the salsa?
Yes, ma'am. Let me wash my hands real quick.
Grace. Okay. Things back in there.
Get all that meat off there.
Keep poking myself with
We'll
this.
put that back on the bottom.
I'm going
Now, the next recipe is a recipe from like the 60s and 70s. It's called Hanky Panky.
Is that that dance you put your left foot in? You
No,
put
that's
your-
the hokey pokey.
Well, I knew it was something like that.
Bless.
You do the hanky panky and you turn yourself. Oh, there was a different thing for that, wasn't there?
Yes, you just need 1 pound, 16 ounces of sausage. You can use mild, you can use hot, you can use spicy, you can use...
What are you doing? You're putting that in with them.
This is for the hanky panky. I've got a half pound of ground beef and a half pound of sausage.
Okay. As you can tell, I'm here merely as a sous chef. I have no idea what's going on.
Her name is Sue.
Yes, I'm the chef. My name is not Sue, but
I know.
what are you doing with that one?
This one I'm making some sausage phyllo cups.
Oh,
Guys, these are amazing. Thank you. And I'm only making small batches. And again, I'll put the full recipe in there.
in the description thing.
That's already burling.
Oh.
These gas burners do not play around.
Well, that's why I like gas burners more so than I've cooked on gas and electric, and I really prefer gas because you can.
Well, hell, after the nachos we made the other night, we got plenty of gas going around.
Uh,
Sorry, that was a
speak
bad
for
joke.
yourself.
Okay, so we're going to get these two cooking.
Okay.
Now, the sausage phyllo cups, absolutely incredible. What it is sausage, cheddar cheese, ranch dressing, and green onions. That's it. So it doesn't really sound that good, but it is. The hanky panky is a little bit different. It's sausage and ground beef mixed with velveeta cheese, and then you've got some spices that you put in there, some oregano, some red chili flakes, and some fennel. Let me do this real quick. All right, now I was going to get a small block of velveeta because I don't need much. But that was $3.89 for 8 ounces. This right here is a box of Velveeta cheese sauce packets, and it is 12 ounces, and it was 99 cents. So I've still got 2 packs left, and I'll just use this one.
Are we going to use this for cheese curds?
No.
No? Okay.
And the 5th recipe is cheese curds.
Oh, yeah. I just let that cat out of the bag.
Yeah, you did. We're going to do some deep fried cheese curds, and we have our beautiful, what is she, your step-granddaughter?
Who?
Caitlin.
Yes.
Yeah, this was her recipe. So we're going to fry this up, and when all this is fried, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Our meat mixture is cooked. The sausage and the ground beef, and then the sausage over here is cooked. Now we're going to add our toppings. I'm going to do them one at a time so it's not to confuse you. In the ground beef, and I'm sorry, I thought I hit record and I didn't. I added in some spices to the ground beef sausage mixture. I added half teaspoon of garlic, half teaspoon of fennel, half a teaspoon of red chili flakes, and a half teaspoon of oregano. Or did I do that while you were watching?
No, you didn't.
Now I'm adding in the pouch of the Velveeta cheese sauce. Now these were humongous hit party appetizers in the 60s and 70s. They were served on little rye bread squares, but no one seems to have those anymore. So I had to improvise. Thank you, Sue.
You're welcome.
And I got
Sue-Ann this time.
Sue-Ann. I got a small loaf of French bread and cut it. And you just want little tiny things. Because there were supposed to be 2-bite appetizers.
Couldn't you do that with rye bread? Just get a loaf of rye bread?
The loaf of rye bread was like that big around. I think I'm going to need another of the velveeta, please.
Where is it?
In the fridge.
In the fridge.
Next to my Dr. Peppers.
Got it.
Actually, yeah. No, I don't. I'm going to add in some cheddar cheese.
Okay.
I'm adding probably about 3-4 ounces. I'm going to let this melt.
Okay. Is that the one that you add the green onions to?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm going to switch over here because that just needs to be stirred and melted. Now this one is just the sausage. I'm going to add in probably about 4 ounces of cheddar cheese. A good sharp cheese works really well in here. They didn't have any, so I'm using mild. Guys, the grocery store needs to go grocery shopping, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stir this up, melt in the cheese. Then I'm going to add in the ranch dressing. Don't curl up your...
I'm not saying anything.
Because if I had the ranch dressing
But
now...
that's sausage. Oh,
This is pure sausage.
okay.
And this is breakfast sausage.
Yeah. Got little
Making a mess.
escapees there.
And we have some jumpers.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to turn the heat off because the cheese is
You
melted.
turn the heat off of this one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Now, we're going to add in
A couple of
2
healthy
tablespoons of ranch dressing. Yeah, I know. Do you want to grab the camera and do a close-up?
Sure.
Please.
Not that it looks that good enough to do a close-up on, but okay.
Cry.
No, I'm just saying. It's going to be interesting. I hope it tastes better than it looks.
Surprisingly, and this makes a great dip if you don't want to put it in the phyllo cups. Now I'm going to add some green onions. And that's about a tablespoon of diced up green onions.
Look, that's looking better.
Well, yeah, green gives
Yes.
pop of color to everything.
I'll go over here and show. Just looks like, it kind of looks like hamburger helper kind of thing. Why is this not focusing? It is not focusing very well.
Huh. Okay, let's see. Now these are phyllo shells. Yeah, it's really not focusing. Hold on, we'll be right back. All right, so these are the phyllo shells. They're frozen. And this is what we're going to stuff them with. And then this is the mixture we're going to put on the toast. And because you want them very, very thin.
Okay.
Okay, these are supposed to be 2-bite appetizers.
Okay.
So we're going to get started.
Okay. I'm just along for the ride.
But you're beautiful.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Preheat the oven to 350.
Gonna use a little ninja oven.
Yes, ma'am. Because it preheats in like 10 seconds.
10 seconds, yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to work as a 2-man team. Because we are a team.
Okay.
Why do they put those on there and they never open? Do you want to do
Just a little. Do I want to do what?
the bread
Okay.
and then I'll do the phyllos?
Just what am I supposed to do? Just add some to it?
Yes, ma'am. You're going to just, let me get you a couple spoons.
And then a plate to put them on after they're done.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay.
So here's your spoons.
Okay.
And actually, we're going to put them on this and bake them.
Oh, okay.
So we'll
The
bake
bread ones?
Yeah, we'll bake them both at the same time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because we're cool like that.
Okay.
Whew, that almost went in the ground. That would not have been pretty.
No, it would not.
I'm going to move these out of the way.
So you don't want a whole lot on here?
You want just a thin smear. That's too much.
Not like that?
A little bit less, actually.
Okay.
Because remember, they're supposed to be 2-bite appetizers.
Okay.
I'm going to get teaspoons for these.
So about like that?
Perfect. Kind of like you would put pate on something.
Okay.
Now, phyllo shells, they're very, very fragile. And these are little 1-bite appetizers. So, just scoop up, I'm using a teaspoon, and just do a little mound. And these are very quick, and they come together so easy, and they're so tasty.
Well, I just think, you know, you want to be able to get a good bite. You want to have stuff on there.
Yeah, but you don't want to overcrowd them because
Why?
you want them to cook.
Ah.
It's just be like a thin smear, like if you're doing pate.
Yeah, except for it's funky. Hard to do a schmear when it's funky like that. Okay. Okay.
I know this is boring.
Yeah, this part is so.
So we'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, we are back. Now here are the phyllo cups fully stuffed. There's 15 of them in the package, and I used almost that whole mixture, so that works really well. And then we've got 8 of these. And Mom made a good point. But I was talking about smeared. She was talking about smushed. So you want it very, very thin.
Yeah. So what you do is you just smush it down on there like that.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, you mean like that?
Yes.
Smush it down on there. So it's going
So now
in
we
the
go
oven.
into the oven.
Wait. Oops. There you go. Wait. It fell over.
So those are going to cook it hot.
I know. I just found it out.
All right, now I want you to come taste this. Whoops, hold on. Camera's going nuts.
Yeah, it is.
Come back over here.
Well, I have to tell you guys that I have not ever tried any of this. So
No.
you don't want me to wait on the little...
Now I want you to taste that first. Makes it good as a dip. You can also stuff it in mushroom caps, pasta,
Bell peppers.
bell peppers.
That's good.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought sausage, ranch, cheese, and green onions?
That's good.
All right, guys, so we'll be back. All right, they've been out of the oven. They cooked for 8.5 minutes, and we'll let them cool. Now, Mom's trying the phyllo cup ones.
You said they're supposed to be 1 bite?
Yeah. If you have a big mouth like me.
I'm
I'm going to try one. Cheers.
Oh,
But that phyllo crust is so flaky.
that's really good.
You can cut that in half. Use your knife.
Okay.
Those little sausage phyllos are my favorite.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I would like that if I were at a party. It's good.
And they're elegant. They're elegant. Now, we did put a little bit of green onions on the top for color. You can put cheese on top of these, but it just kind of melts down into it. So
I was just looking to make it look a little better.
And I love this.
Cheers. That's really good. What was in that?
That is sausage, ranch, cheddar cheese, and green onions.
No ranch.
You can't taste the ranch?
Ranch was in this one.
I'm sorry. No, that's the... Sorry, I apologize. These are the sausage, ground beef, garlic, oregano, fennel, and oregano... is it oregano? Garlic, fennel, oregano, and...
I can taste the fennel in there. And the oregano.
And then...
That's really good.
the velveeta cheese and
This
the
is
cheddar cheese.
Oh, that's the cheese in that packs in that one. And this one is just the one with the ranch dressing and the
onions and
Onions.
just sausage.
They're
Yeah,
really,
sausage and beef.
they look alike, but they're totally different tasting.
Yeah.
But they would be great. Now, if you were going to have a party and you have a lot of people coming over and you don't want to be doing all this, you want to do this ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
you could make all the fillings, put them all together, put them in the freezer.
Yes, you can freeze them for about an hour, and then just put them in a Ziploc bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like put them on a tray and freeze them. It's called
Right.
flash freeze.
Okay.
Then just put them in a Ziploc bag in there, and then pull them out and bake them at 400.
So when your guests arrive and they're all cheering and watching all the stuff going up to the Super Bowl, pop them in the oven. That way you've got them. You can put them on a nice platter, put them out for everybody.
Correct. Now,
table.
also, if you want, if you don't need to freeze if you're doing it the same day.
Right.
You can make up the mixtures, have the phyllo dough, just keep that in the freezer, have your bread already cut,
Mm-hmm. Just put it together.
and then just assemble it. Because it literally took us 2.5 minutes to assemble that whole tray.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
So
that's good. But if you wanted to make it up a couple of days before, you could put it in the freezer and then just pull it out of the freezer and put it in the oven whenever you're ready to.
Yep.
To have your guests. Or if you're taking something to somebody, you can have it that way, so that all you got to do is just put it in the oven when you get to the party.
correct. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to clean up this mess, and we're going to start on the deep fried cheese curds. And then we'll be back when we're ready to start that.
These are.
Already hit it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We were going to do part 5 of our appetizers, Super Bowl appetizers.
I'm still eating these.
And then we're going to do cheese curds.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little plate for these.
Go ahead. I'll be over here eating.
You can eat on camera. It's the whole point of this. It's a food show, woman.
These are so good.
And it was so funny when I told her what I wanted to make. She was like, I don't know.
I want to try the meatballs too.
We're going to after we get these in the freezer. Now, guys, we're breading these like mozzarella sticks. And we're going to bread them, and then we're going to put them in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. That way the cheese will firm up, and it won't melt right away when it hits the hot grease. So, freshly cleaned hands. We're going to take the cheese curds, roll them in flour, knock off the excess, then in egg wash, then breadcrumbs. Then we're going back into the egg wash. Well, thank you. And then back in the breadcrumbs. Give them a good double coating. Spread a little breadcrumbs on here.
Yeah, so they don't stick.
Correct. You're so smart.
Okay, so
So flour.
in the flour.
This helps the egg stick.
Mm-hmm. And all that is egg.
It's just egg and milk.
Egg and milk.
And a little tiny dash of salt. And I put just a tiny dash of salt in the
Flour.
flour. And I'm trying to keep my hand separate, dry hand, wet hand.
Yes.
I'll screw that up.
At some point.
Well, then there's that little
The tail.
from the egg. Bless you, Thelma. Yes, I say bless you to my dog.
Well, she sneezed. So.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to get these done, and we'll be right back. Okay. So I was talking to my granddaughter in Washington, and I don't say step-granddaughter or step because to me, genes and DNA and all that stuff is not what makes family. It's love that makes a family, and I just love her to pieces. Her name is Caitlin, and she said something about getting some cheese curds, and I said, I've never had cheese curds. She's like, oh, what? You've never had cheese curds? I went, no, can you believe it? I didn't even know they sold them around here. So
Yeah, I thought there was only up north.
yeah, so we got some, and we're going to try them. We are going to fry those, deep fry those others, but Jeff said we need to try them just as is. So
Yeah, people say they squeak when you bite them.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tastes like
There's not a lot of flavor to them.
No, maybe a little bit of mozzarella flavor. Or
It's more mozzarella.
maybe if mozzarella and Parmesan had a baby.
But this is after they put the rennet in the milk and make it solidify into curds before they press it down and then age it to make it like full on cheddar. So these are the cheddar curds that you see. All right, so now we're going to try some meatballs.
Oh boy. I've got my handy dandy tea just in case I don't like something.
And I've got my ever-present Dr. Pepper, not sponsored.
Okay, this is the one that has
Salsa.
the salsa in it.
Grape jelly and salsa.
I need it.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I need a napkin. Actually, just a paper towel will do. Fold it in half. Becomes a napkin.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good. Oh my gosh.
That's one with the salsa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think. Yes, because it's got the bell peppers.
Yeah. This is the one with the, and that's got grape jelly in it as well.
Grape jelly, salsa, garlic, onion powder, and mustard powder.
Can't taste the grape jelly.
This the sweetness.
It doesn't taste that sweet though. This is the one that has the barbecue sauce and grape jelly.
It's okay. It's way too sweet.
It's all right.
The ones with the salsa are a hit. The ones with the barbecue, no.
No, I don't care for those.
Don't like them.
I don't like them.
Oh.
They're all right. But if you're going to make one for your party, do the salsa. That's good. Those are really good. I've been munching on them the whole time. I had that plate all set pretty. See?
Yes, you did.
That's okay. You just kind of spread them around. It still looks pretty. Okay.
All right, so we'll be back when it's time to fry the cheese curds.
Yeah, that'll be fun. In the meantime, I'm going to have another one of these. We're going to wind up with just like 4 around each one. Okay, so we've got this whole pot full of things here. I didn't want to just throw them out, so I thought, you know, what does it need? What? It's too sweet. It needs Worcestershire sauce and mustard. So it takes a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and some mustard, stir it up, put it in there, put it back on the boil, and voila.
It definitely cut through the sweetness and made them really good.
Tastes, yeah, I would serve that. The other one I would not serve.
I also wanted to give a shout out for these, the Hanky Pankies.
Yeah.
One of my oldest friends from childhood, his name is Frankie Tate, or Charles Tate. His dad made them at a party my parents threw, and I fell in love with them. And I didn't figure out what they were or find the recipe until a few weeks ago when I was thinking about appetizers. They popped into my head. So Frankie, Jim Tate,
Thanks,
thank
Frankie.
you very much. All right, so we'll be back to fry up the...
Yep. Cheese curds.
Thank you.
Those things. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We got the cheese curds out of the freezer. Oh, just going to dump them in. Huh?
Sure.
Okay. They're all going in the little basket.
And shake your basket.
Check the basket.
Now, guys, if you can't find cheese curds, you can use the mozzarella string cheese. Just cut them into thirds.
That's a good idea.
And bread them. And if you just want to make big mozzarella sticks, you just want to bread them the same exact way.
Cut them in half, maybe.
Cut them in half.
Yeah.
But you definitely want to freeze them for 10 to 15 minutes.
So that they don't just melt when you hit the
Exactly.
hot oil.
So we're going to cook these, and we'll be back as soon as they're done.
Okay.
All right, we forgot the dipping sauce. Shake up this, and this is what Caitlin told us to do. We're going to put some ranch dressing in here,
It's a southwestern dipping sauce.
and we've got some chipotle peppers.
Ooh.
Some of the sauce.
Yeah. You really don't need the peppers.
No.
Just the sauce. Something on the side there.
Yeah. You can grab me a napkin, please, to set this on so I don't get all over your counter.
We wouldn't want to make a mess now.
I have a feeling that's going to be spicy, so I'm going to add a little bit more ranch. Oh, sorry.
You might want to, yeah. Oh, but that looks good.
It does. Just a smidge more.
Yeah. You can also just make a marinara sauce to have these cheese curds with, but
or just plain ranch dressing if you don't like spice.
yeah, I like spice.
I'm glad you like spice.
It's spicy, huh?
These took a little over a minute to cook.
Yeah, didn't take
I'll
long
just
at all.
grab the camera.
Okay, I'm gonna get some more. Some more of these. Well, just being polite.
It's just us.
Yeah, I know, but okay, here we go. Oh, nice. Feel that little crunch thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going all in.
They're gonna be hot.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Let's turn over 375-degree deep
Still
fry.
going all in. Mmm.
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try one with
Interesting.
applesauce first.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like cheese sticks.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm an uncultured swine, so I'm just using my...
No, this is for you.
Oh, I already got one. Sure.
Cheers. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew? And the sauce is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes a little mayo-y. What do you think? You like it?
I'm getting the ranchy. I'm not getting the mayo.
Mm. Mm. Good.
All right.
Now,
So,
if I were at a party with all of this, I'd go for these meatballs
the ones with the salsa.
with the salsa, and these, the little rye bread things
But they're actually
on
French bread.
and these, the little phyllo cups, and then those, in that order. Probably those first, then the meatballs, and then that.
So, guys, real quick and easy. The only reason it took us so long is because we had to prep and film. And prepping and filming is a lot different than just cooking.
Just cooking, yeah.
So, I hope you try them. Let us know what you think. Give us any suggestions.
It's a little different than everybody does the pigs in the blanket.
Exactly.
And
the queso and the chips.
And
You
the
can
7
still
bean
do
dip.
that.
You can do all that too, but this is just something a little different, a little extra.
I think people remember your party and go, ooh, man, they had some good food there.
Yeah. And the chips and dip. Everybody does all that. So this is something just a little different, and we wanted to do it. So.
And we're going to go graze now.
Yeah,
So,
we are.
Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Let us know if you try these. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends.
Bye.